Welcome to day 4. Today we'll focus on the core. You might need 2 bricks, so get yourself ready, clear your space, and we're going to get started on the mat, lying on the back. Starting on the back, we're lying on the back, we're going to have the feet on the floor. And to begin with, we want to bring some attention to the lower back here. So I'd like you to press your tailbone into the floor and slightly arch your back. So as you press your tail to the floor, you lift your belly and your chest up. And if you want to, you could slide your hands underneath your lower back. So there's an arch there. Now we'll do the opposite. Press your back into the floor and lift your tailbone slightly up. Not the whole butt. The butt stays on the floor, just the tailbone starts to come up. And then you feel that your core is engaged and you can't place the hand underneath your lower back. And we're going to alternate with the breath. So inhale, press your tail, arch your back. And exhale, press the spine and lift your tail. And again, press down, arch your back. And press the back and lift the tail. And twice more, press the tail, arch the back, breathing in deeply. And press the back, lift the tail, breathing out. One last time, don't forget the breath. As you press the tail, engage, then breathe into the belly, breathe into the chest. And as you exhale, press the back, lift your tail, breathe out from the belly, breathe out from the chest. Well done, now keep it there. So butt is slightly, ever so slightly up, core is engaged. Now lift your feet off the floor and send the toes very low so they almost touch the floor. And if you want to, you can touch your belly and notice that your belly is on. Now don't arch your back, don't go into that. Keep your lower back on the floor, tailbone up. Try to touch the toes lightly to the floor, then pick them up for 5. Again, lightly touch the floor, don't arch the back, lift up 4. And keep going, lightly touch the floor, just the toes, lift up 3. Last 2, come on, let's do that. Touch the floor, lift up 2. And last time, touch the floor, lower back pressing down, lower back pressing down, lower back pressing down, and relax. Allow yourself to arch, reach the arms behind, and have a nice big stretch and movement. Just to kind of ease things out a bit. Okay, let's switch the core back on. So press the back to the floor, lift your tail, lift your feet off the floor. This time send your legs up. Now we want the legs up and as straight as possible. If they can't be pointing up to the ceiling, they can be pointing a bit further down, or they might be slightly bent. That's fine. Just do what you can. Starting here, let's bring the hands to the back of the head, then lift the head off the floor. And we're aiming come on the forehead to come closer to the knees. And of course the lower back is on the floor. We're going to stay here to the count of 3. And 2. And 1. I'm already shaking. Then ease it down, relax, arch your back. Okay, so we do it twice more. You can do it in the exact same way. If that's enough, do that. If it's too much, you can always slide your hands underneath your butt as you lift yourself up. That makes it easier. Or if you want to, try with me the next variation. Hands against the back of the head. Back into the floor, legs go up. Lift the head off the floor, head coming towards the knees. And now we're going to reach the arms up. So the hands are kind of directly above the shoulders. The feet are roughly directly above the hips. So arms and legs are parallel. And again, we're holding here for 3. And 2. And 1, don't forget to smile and ease it down. Little bit of an arch, little bit of a stretch. Last time, last variation if you want to. So back down, legs up, head up, arms up, and this time maybe hips up. So notice I don't bring my feet towards my head, I'm just lifting straight up. So everything going up, I'm kind of balancing on my mid-back. And again to the count of 3. Slow count, 2. And 1. And ease it down, hug your legs and relax. Relax. Take a moment here, really feel the lower back pressing nicely into the floor. We're going to keep the legs hugging and bring the hands again to the back of the head and lift the head off the floor. We're going to do a bit of bicycles here, so kind of yogi bicycle, as in we do it slowly, we do it mindfully with the breath. So extend your right leg forwards and then draw it in. Extend your left leg forwards and draw it in. A couple more in the same way. Right leg Draw it in, notice lower back pressing to the floor even when you straighten your left leg. Draw it in, last one. Draw it in and last with the left. And draw it in. Have a rest on the floor if you want to, or stay here or go further. And we're going for the next one. I'm going to bring elbow to opposite knee. So come back to the previous position. Breathe in. And as the right leg moves forwards, right elbow goes towards left knee. Come back to the center. Inhale. Left leg forwards, left elbow, right knee. And we're alternating. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Don't pull on the head, just lightly touch. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Keep going. Exhale, twist. Keep breathing. Exhale, twist. Last 5. And 4. And 3, almost there. And 2. And 1. Come back to the center, either rest or reach up for one last count of 5. 4. Hips off the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Again, hug your legs and relax. Relax. Either stay here or let's have a little stretch. Place the feet on the floor and lift your hips, reach your arms up and over. Not going for a big arch here, just kind of a bit of a slope from the knees to the shoulders. Just relax the belly down a bit, let it sink down. Take a moment here and ease yourself on your back. Alright, well done. Now we tend to think that the core is just the front, just the belly. It's not just the front, it's also the back, the lower back, but it's also your glutes and your hip flexors. So let's work a bit on the glutes. So I'm again touching my feet with my hands and then pressing the hands into the floor, slowly rise again to that bridge. Now here I want you to really try to squeeze the thighs, the knees towards each other. And then relax. Again, squeeze the thighs in and you feel your glutes clenching. And relax. And one more time, squeeze, 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 and relax, release. Well done. Now bring the feet together and rise in the same way. Lift up. Only now we're going to squeeze the thighs to begin with, but then we're going to reach one leg up. You have two options. You can either have your feet flat on the floor or lift the heels. Then you can engage in your calves too. So sending your right leg up. As the right leg goes up, left glute is doing all the work. It's going to stay here, either on the left heel or just the ball of the foot. Hold it here. And then we're going to switch. So right foot down for support, left leg goes up, and all the work is in the right leg now. The more you press your right foot, the more you lift your hips, the more work your right glute is doing. Then release it down, lift the hips a bit higher, squeeze the thighs in, and ease it down on the floor. Take a moment and relax, and we'll have a stretch. So keeping the left foot down, hands against the back of the right leg. We're sending the right leg straight up. Now for some of you, holding the back of the leg is enough. Others might want to use a belt to kind of reach towards the foot, or maybe your arms are long enough you can hold your foot. And if it's really comfortable and good, you might even want to send your left leg straight on the floor. So just modify according to how your body is feeling today. Now we are doing core, yeah? So let's slowly engage the core. Lift your head off the floor and aim your forehead to touch your knee. So the core is already switched on. We can keep it there with the hands on the leg. Doesn't matter exactly where, or reach the arms forward. So you have options. If it's still not enough, lift that left heel off the floor. Either way, whatever variation you chose, the count of 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And relax, left leg on the floor, hug the right leg in, and we'll have a nice twist. So right arm on the floor by your side, use your left hand to guide that right knee left. You don't have to bring the knee to the floor. Just have a nice, easy twist while keeping the right shoulder low. Take another breath, then roll onto your back, and we're switching. So right foot stays down, hands against the back of the left leg as straight as possible. Take a moment here, notice how this leg feels, then adjust your hands. Maybe adjust, extend right leg straight on the floor. So a few moments to settle into the stretch. And then we're going to be back at the core. So lift the head off the floor. So forehead towards the knee as you are. Or reach your arms forwards but don't lose height. Or lift the right leg off the floor but don't lose height. Either way, stay to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Bend the left leg. Right leg straight on the floor. With the opposite hand, twist towards your right. Okay, so left shoulder down and relaxed. Nice easy stretch for the lower back. A nice good squeeze for your belly. And we're going to be coming up in a moment. So roll into your back one more time. Options is important because we are all different. Some of you might want to roll from side to side. That does engage the core. And as you maintain your balance, you're staying connected to the center. Some of you might want to rock and roll. And we're aiming not to touch the feet to the floor, we're just using the core. Now, not everybody can, but if you want to give it a go, we're going to go up to standing from rocking. So if it works for you, rock, bring the feet down and come up and roll to your back. If that doesn't really work, don't do that. So you're either rocking and rolling from side to side, or rocking up to kind of chair pose. We're going to do 2 more. And last one. And we're all going to be on the back, meeting there. That was fun. We're going to come up to sitting. So either roll to the side, support yourself, or rock forwards, bring yourself up. And we'll take a moment here, go into one of my favorite postures, boat pose. Only joking, don't really like boat pose, but I know it's good for me. So I'm going to lean back, lift my feet off the floor. Options, hands on the floor, hands on the legs, or no hands, with the knees bent or with the legs straight. Either way, we're holding again for 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax, cross your shins. Either rest, take a moment. Or press with the hands, lift your butt. Or press with the hands, lift your butt and lift your feet. And then relax. We're doing it twice more, only twice more. So find your boat variation. And again, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the legs the other way. Do what you need to do. And last one. Lift up, holding for 5. And 4, try to lift the corners of your mouth. 2, 1. Pick up if that's what you're doing. Relax, and we go into downward facing dog. So hands on the floor, send your legs back, and let's have a wriggle. Okay, so warming up your legs, downward facing dog. Open the back of the legs. Leave the kind of wriggly dog. Easing out those tight areas. And once you feel ready and you settle into the dog, just connect to the breath. Connect to the breath. Take a few moments. Breathe. And we're looking at the hands. Now you have loads of options here. You could do a few hops on the spot. Just a few hops. Or maybe gradually, as you hop, your feet come a bit further forwards, and then they go back. So a bit forwards, and a bit back. Or maybe the feet come all the way towards the hands, and all the way back. You can do a few of those to your degree. Let's do, let's say, 3 more. So hop, 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 and last one, come forwards, and we're going to stay. So either hopping or stepping, come to the front. Feet about hip width apart, bend the knees, find your elbows, relax your head. I'll have a few moments here to just relax down, maybe wriggle a bit. Definitely breathe. Maybe straighten your legs, maybe not. Find the breath and enjoy it. Enjoy feeling alive. Change the crossing of your arms. In a moment we'll go up to a wide-legged chair. So let's release the hands and bend the knees. So to begin with, the chest, the thighs are together, the hips are roughly the same height as the knees, and the arms go back. Almost like you're kind of at the edge of a ski slope and you're about to go down. Almost. Now you can stay here or maybe reach your arms forwards. That works on your back. Notice the hips are still in the same height as your knees. Maybe stay there, or if you want to, start to lift your torso up. Don't lift your butt, just your torso up. Find your level, either stay there or keep your gaze fixed on the floor, shift the weight and lift your heels off the floor. Now wherever you are, we're going to go up to standing to the count of 5. Start lifting up. 5, slowly 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand straight. With your right hand, hold your left wrist and lean a bit towards your left. Then change, lean towards your right. And then release, give your arms a good shake. Okay, so we're going to go back into the core. We did a bit of back, we did a bit of thighs, we did a bit of hip flexors. Let's find a bit in the center. So bringing the feet together, we'll start with normal sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. So as you inhale, reach your arms and look up. And as you exhale, open wide and forward, hands towards the floor. Now look forwards and inhale. And we're going to step, so right foot, left foot, step into a plank. And lower down, and remember you can use your knees. You can go all the way onto your belly, or you can hover in chaturanga, knees on, or off the floor, coming out to an upward dog. Could be a cobra. So remember the previous day we looked at all these postures, so just go back to those if you're not sure. And then back to downward facing dog. Okay, let's take a moment here. And we start with a simpler variation of tiger. So let's drop the knees to the floor. Then we're going to bring the knees a bit closer to each other. Send the right leg behind and look forwards. Inhale. And then drawing the right knee in towards your nose. Exhale. Again, send the leg behind, look forwards. Inhale. And draw the knee in towards the nose. So with the left knee on the floor, it's slightly easier. We're doing 3 more, either in the same way, or pick up that left knee off the floor, go to one-legged dog. Inhale. Then right knee towards the nose in the tiger, exhale, shoulders coming forward. So last 2, either way, inhale, open up. Exhale, draw it in. The last one, inhale, open up, look forward. And knee towards the nose and hold it. Whether your left knee is on or off the floor, hold it. Push the floor with the hands. Take another deep breath in. Then step into downward facing dog. Have a wriggle. Either stay there or come forwards to a plank. Bend your elbows chaturanga or down on your belly. Moving through a back bend, cobra or upward dog. And then back to downward facing dog. Alright, so the first 2 I'll do with my right knee on the floor. So right knee down, left leg back, look forwards, inhale. Knee towards the nose, that's 5. Leg goes behind, look forwards, inhale. Knee to the nose, that's 4. Keep the right knee on the floor or pick it off the floor, inhale. Draw that left knee in. Send it back, inhale, look forwards. And last 2, shoulders forwards. And last one, send that left leg back, inhale. Bring the knee to nose and now hold. And don't let your back dip, lift it up. Hold, hold, and breathe. And step back. Let's meet in downward dog, maybe go straight there or plank. Lower yourself down, maybe a cobra, maybe a locust. Either way, inhale. And downward facing dog. Well done. Stay there and breathe. We're going to come forwards to a plank and hold it there. If it's too much for you today, not a problem, take your knees to the floor. If that's okay, keep the knees off the floor. If that's fairly easy, round your back and bring your tailbone under. So I'm pushing into my hands and spreading my shoulder blades. Maybe even come to the tips of your toes and hold it there. The count of 5. And 4. And 3, tailbone under, activate your core, 2. And 1, again, downward facing dog. We're walking our hands back towards the feet. And we'll have a twist here. So let's bend the left knee deeply and bring the left hand onto the floor. If the can't reaches the floor comfortably, use your block, your brick, left hand on the brick, right leg staying straight as we turn right and lift up. That feels nice. And then we're going to switch, so release, bend the right knee, left leg straight, right hand on the brick, on the floor, turn to your left and reach up. And release it down, fold over your legs. We're going to walk the hands forwards, coming towards a plank. And if you need to, you can park your knees on the floor or hold a plank, or maybe a cheeky chaturanga and back through a plank. Walk the hands back. Just find your way through it. So we're going to walk in planks. We'll do 3 more. So walk forwards, either hold or quick chaturanga. Come back up. Folding. Last 2. Walk forwards, find your way. Walk it back. And last one, that's it. I promise. Come forwards. Find a plank or bend your elbows. Chaturanga. And let's walk it back. And grab the elbows and fold and relax. So when you come back to this and when you do it again and again and again, it gets easier. It's all about practice. All about practice. You can watch it millions of times, but if you don't actually get onto the mat and do it, there won't be any change in you. Okay, so just dedicate yourself in the next few days to just keep repeating, keep repeating, keep repeating. Alright, let's walk the hands forwards. Again, we come into downward facing dog, and you might want to step it forwards, or maybe take a few hops towards your hands, or maybe just one big hop. Bring your feet forward to the front of the mat, and feet about hip width apart. Fold over your legs, relax. And again, we want our brick. So we're taking the brick onto the floor. We're going to place the right hand on the brick, bend the right knee, twist left and reach up. Only now we're going to lift the right foot off the floor and then step it back, bend the left knee, come into a twisting lunge. You can keep the left arm up, or if you want to, place the hand on your hip. Take another breath there. Then look down. We're going to take the brick further forward. So it's about a foot in front of my left toes, but to the right of them. I'm going to step onto the left leg. So like assisted warrior 3, only it's going to be a twist. So I'm twisting towards the left and reaching my left arm up. So it's a twisting half moon. If you need to, you can have your left knee bent. You can have your brick much higher, or you can have your hand on the floor, just find your way. And slowly bend the right knee, step the feet hip width apart, and fold. That really gets your glutes fired up. That's great for the glutes. Let's do the other side. So brick in the center, bend the left knee, twist right, reach up. Starting here. Then find your balance, so fix your gaze, lift the left foot. Step it back to a low twisting lunge. Right arm reaches, or hand on the hip. So catch the breath, feel the breath in the belly, in the chest. Smile and breathe. Then look down. Bring that brick further forwards and to the left, and step onto that right leg. Now if that's enough, stay here. Or if you got it in, you twist towards the right. Maybe even reach the arm up. Okay, just take another moment here. And slowly join the feet and fold and relax. Relax. Whenever you're ready, either step back or hop back to a plank. Take yourself to downward facing dog. Look at the hands, and we're going to step forwards, cross the shins, and sit back. Okay, take a moment here, hug your legs, relax. If your wrists are feeling it a bit, you can give them a shake, circle them. Now we want 2 bricks. If you don't have 2 bricks, you can use anything else, but it needs to be steady and firm. It can be a pile of books, but you just want them the same height, and they'll be kind of by your hips. And we're going to do a few things here. To start with, the feet are on the floor. The head bricks are by my hips, and I'm going to press into the hands, into the bricks, and just lift my butt up. And then release down. So that's stage 1. Now the closer my feet are, the harder it will be. So maybe take your feet and your hips further away from each other. Now I've got about 90 degrees between my thighs and my shins. It makes it easier. So press into the bricks, lift your butt, and ease yourself down. That's variation 1. Variation 2, as I lift up, I'm going to send my hips back and my toes come up. Now notice my hips are behind my wrists, and I'm going to bend and ease it down. If that's too much for your wrists, don't do that. Just stay there and maybe do the boat instead. If your wrists are fine, you might be doing first variation or second variation. We got a third coming up, don't worry. Or should I say, worry, find your way. We got 2 more in the first variation or second. Lift, maybe straighten the legs, bring yourself down. And last one, pick it up, send it back, bring it down, relax, give it a shake, give it a hug, and give it a rest. Okay, I remind you your options. Option 1 is you lean back, place maybe the bricks underneath your forearms. Just take a moment here in an easy boat. Maybe pretending you're having a nice cold drink. Maybe have your sunglasses on, umbrella on. You're just kind of resting there, but your body is still working. Or maybe you're doing the pickups in variation 1. The hips come up. In variation 2, the hips come up. The hips go back. In variation 3, the legs will start to come up too. Maybe one leg at a time. Let's try that. So press, lift, send the legs up, up, relax down. Maybe both feet together, you never know. Lift up, hips back, feet come up, feet go down, sit down. Most important thing is the position of your hips in relation to your hands. If the hips are forwards, I'm not going to be able to lift my feet off the floor. Ain't gonna happen. If my hips go back, now it's possible. Okay, so find your way, last 2. Let's pick up, do your thing, release down, and as promised, last one, pick up, do your thing, easy down, and that is it. Bricks to the side, knees bent or legs straight. Let's reach up with the inhalation and fold forwards as you exhale. Knees can be bent. You can use a belt to find your feet. You can bend the knees, maybe even hug the thighs. It doesn't matter. Relax down. So allowing the core to rest. Allowing your back to rest. Your hands. Finally catching the breath. And slowly lift yourself up. We're going to lie on the back. So you could lie on your back with your feet together in supine cobbler. Rest your hands on the belly or on the inner thighs. You can stay here. That could be your corpse pose. Or maybe you have your legs straight, in kind of normal corpse pose. The hands are still on the belly. We'll take a few moments here to breathe into the belly. With the inhalation, feel your belly expanding like a balloon. And hold the breath, and as you exhale, sink it down. You can even maybe breathe through the mouth, that's fine. Breathing in through the nose into the belly, and exhale, relax. Come back to normal breath. Release your arms. Stay in corpse, maybe 3 minutes, maybe 5, maybe 10. If you want to stay longer, this is your chance now to pause the recording, pause the video. Stay for as long as you need to. This is it. You did it, you made it, you came to the end, and that was a day 4 core. Okay, so obviously intense, obviously strong. You might find parts of you never knew existed. You might feel it tomorrow. Oh my gosh, my belly, my back, my bum, my thighs. That's good. That means you use muscles, you woken them up. Keep doing it again and again and again. It's not a very long sequence. You can do it again, even on day 5, 6, 8, 10 or whatever. Just keep repeating it, or just kind of take a few bits out and just use them. You don't have to do the whole sequence. Either way, well done, and I congratulate yourself. Either way, well done, and I congratulate you for finishing this class and sticking with it. Day 4, you made it. Okay, tomorrow, day 5. What's coming? You won't know until you are there on the mat with me. So remember, press the subscribe button so you will be there with me. And don't forget to share. So share it with your friends because they might need some help with their core. Everybody needs help with their core. Yeah, just keep coming back onto the mat and realize that you are getting better because you're staying committed. Well done, guys. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Namaste.